Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. We're going to give it a shot today. We're just going to go Revelation 13 and see what we come up with, okay? So, with the blessings of God and Yehoshua and the Ruach HaKodesh, let's just see what we can make sense of here. Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Alright, so these 7 heads, 10 horns, 10 crowns, 10 kings, okay? This is the Daniel 10 kings, alright? And upon his heads the name of blasphemy, because these 10 kings rule in a future time when there's no more God of Abraham, okay? Might not even be no God of Islam, because this is how blasphemy works. That when you say that God doesn't exist, that's blasphemy, okay? So this beast is a consortium of 10 kingdoms, okay? Now the 7 heads, we'll get to that. And the beast which I saw was unto a leopard, and his feet were as a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Okay? So basically this beast is going to rule the world, because the dragon is the god of this world, okay? So he's given them that seat and great authority, okay? This unified kingdom that we'll see soon, Acts 1. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. This could quite possibly be a false Messiah, okay? What they're trying to do, if Jesus didn't come the first time to a lot of people, they need him to come the second time in order to pull off the great deception. That's what I'm reading in this. So one of these kings may die and be resurrected, and the whole world marvels, okay? Wow, this is powerful, this religion, this thing, this truth that they're given. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Okay? So this beast is a false Messiah, representing the 10 kingdoms, or the 10 kingdoms are worshiping the false Messiah. And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. What is the great things? The great things are that you are God, you will be God, you will ascend, you will leave this 666 DNA configuration, and you will come to a 999 configuration like myself, and resurrect as a God, okay? That's a great thing. And the blasphemies, that there is no God, that he is God, that his God is God, okay? They will rebuild the temple, and they will speak blasphemies, okay? And power was given unto him to continue 42 months, okay? Do the math. The 42 months, the 2 witnesses, the tribulation, all this stuff plays in. This is all simultaneous, these 42 months, okay? And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. Okay, here's the blasphemy. Those that are raptured at the beginning of the Great Tribulation, they're going to say that either they were raptured unto their religion, their faith, or that they were taken by aliens or something, but they're not going to give credit to God for having saved his children from the tribulation, okay? And to blaspheme the tabernacle is to sit in there, as Daniel spoken, of the abomination which maketh desolate, standeth where it ought, and claiming to be God. This is that, okay? And his name, I am God. Wow, don't get no crazier than that. You are God. We are all God. But the Creator? It's a different guy. Who's the Creator, okay? And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. War with the saints, those that are left behind. Kirk Cameron, nice term, left behind. I like that. I never used to dig it until now. Those that are left behind he can make war with them, and he should overcome them, okay? Why? Because they will have woken up, and they will be praising God, and they will know that they have to take their lives instead of accept the mark of the beast, okay? And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world, okay? So basically, in the dinosaur age, in the Catabol, the throwing down, the destruction of the planet in time past, you did something. He hated Esau before he put it in the womb. Put him in the womb, okay? Why? Because he knew him before. He knew how he would behave under these types of circumstances. So the saints that are left alive, they have proven themselves already and have been put on this planet at this time to be activated like Manchurian candidates for Christ. Yeah. And it's on now. Okay? Saves the best for last. They're waking up all over the place, and they're Navy SEAL type Christians. You men and women alike. Just ready to go into battle and fear nothing, okay? This is them, okay? And we won't worship them, but everybody will, because they have gotten their butts kicked in the tribulation, and anybody left alive after they've been saved from that nightmare from them, they will worship them. And those of us that know and have heard it, little remnants of this, and it's called to our remembrance, it is on. Bring us the guillotines, okay? If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the saints, and the faith of the saints. Look, if they lead you into captivity, they're going to be captive in hell forever, okay? If they kill you with the sword, they're going to be killed with the double-edged sword that comes out of Christ's mouth. You need to understand that you will accept your death and let God deal with them. Love them all the way to your death at this time, okay? And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, okay? Basically, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, okay? Who ascended to heaven as God, okay? And now this guy comes in, and he's the one who rallies everybody around that God, okay? This is like a false prophet kind of guy right here, okay? And he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Go back to Moses and Aaron against Pharaoh's magicians, okay? Go to Job and see what happens when Satan is given power to use God's weapons or God's natural energies, lightning, earthquakes, etc. And this is what's going to go down. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire, lightning. I'm going to make lightning strike right here. Oh, that's God. I'll make it strike over here. Oh, that's God. Okay? This is real. Okay? When people who do not have faith, who have not heard this message, who have been scared doodoo-less because of the armies and the wars and the destruction and the devastation that's on the earth, and they see you save them, and now you can snap your fingers and make lightning take a fat cow right off of the altar, it is on. You are their God. Okay? And he doeth great wonders. This is 2 Thessalonians, okay? Son of perdition, okay? And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, not just some card tricks, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live, and ascended up into heaven, and is now going to communicate back to earth through this 3D holographic computerized intelligent design image of the beast, okay? Which had wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto this image, okay? He had power to give life unto this image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And it caused. So basically, this is the judge, jury, and executioner, okay? This image of the beast. This portal into God, time, space that they're going to claim that God is now communicating to us through time, space, through this image, and this image will be like a de facto 3D, 4D representation of God, who will cause you to go to your death if you do not worship him, okay? And he causes all, both great and small, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? So basically, until you ascend, until you receive God's status, you're a man status. You have man status. And this is a mark of a man. And they're going to say that the mark of a man is a 666 DNA configuration that hasn't ascended, hasn't been turned on either by the sun or through enlightenment or through some sort of magic hocus pocus to give you this 999 DNA configuration of the gods, okay? So this is the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. It ain't that man, it is human. All humans are 666, and if they find that you're not a god and you're a human, they're going to mark you 666 until you ascend to 999 to God status. That's just a guess right there, but given what these fake demon angels are saying to the humans, preparing them to orchestrate this on behalf of Satan, they're already ready. They've been learning more than you. They've been in their church, on YouTube, on these channels, watching these ascended masters, listening to their videos, and you've been to church and heard one verse last weekend. Okay? You ain't got a chance if you don't know what's going on, okay? Those of you who are with me, those of you who've been listening, you know exactly what's going on within a ring or two of the bullseye. And trust me, when it all goes down, everything we know, everything we've learned is going to fall right into place to where, hey, you've either lived a righteous life from the moment you heard this message till the day the tribulation kicks off and you are gathered together with him, or you still been a little bit slipping, still been thinking the doubts and the guilt, and the devil still got you in a little bit of a jammy, so that when this goes down, you're ready to throw heat because you know it's the end and you're ready to die for your God, the Lord Jesus Christ, okay? So, that's 13.8. Anybody have any comments, commentaries, anything, any special information we need to know? You know, go ahead, post it, email me, whatever I can do. I'm keeping it a little short today. I'll go to 14 and see what that says. Alright, so, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. While this is going on, up in that mountain in nth dimensional space, as they're watching this tribulation, there's 144,000 of the priests with him that were selected out of the 12 tribes, but I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters and the voice of great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with the harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. For these are they who were not defiled with women, they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These are they redeemed from among men, the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. Okay, now this is the elite of the elitist. Either you were so young and you didn't get into it, but you loved Jesus and you did whatever you did and went into your teens without having to have sex or doing those things, and God separated you. Or it's a literal washing of your sins, and you saints that have been living pure and righteous, waiting for God every day in your heart, knowing any day it could be him, you're his, he's there with you, okay? Now, 14:6, and I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on earth, and to every nation, kindred, and tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, revere God, respect God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of the waters. Okay, so you sealed them in the first, second, third, fourth, was it the sealing them? Okay, the third seal heard not the oil and the wine. All right, then the tribulation jumps off, or the tribulation jumps off in the first seal. Then they deliver you up, they're killing you, and that's the second seal. And then this is the third seal right here. That's quite possible that now they've been separated out. Hurt not the oil and the wine. And then if we go to Matthew, Mark, and Luke, where it says that, but first the gospel will be preached to everybody on earth, and that will be through those that are left alive and the two witnesses. Okay, so saying with a loud voice. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's the United States, through Britain, through the Vatican. That's all Babylon, okay? And I saw a great video today, thank you, Sister Kim, that really makes it really clear that the Vatican, the king, queen in London, and the United States, they're all working in concert together. The Jesuits working for the queen to build America the way it was, so that the devil can control it, so that now it could fall in the end, okay? And the third angel followed them, and it's all destroyed. Okay, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out with mixture into the cup of his indignation, and how he shall be tormented with fire and brimstones in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so when Jesus returns with his army, they're coming to throw heat, and all of those with the mark of the beast, they're going to get thrown down. They're going to get busted up. Okay, and that's what this says. In the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And he ain't a little lamb all hurt. He's the lamb that you put to death, and he's coming back because he's been crying and begging for 2,000 years. And now he's sort of pissed because look what we did to his word. Look what we did to his church. Look what we did to his name. In the name of sex, power, money, selfishness, ego. Man, we're in trouble. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Okay? We know all this is going to go down. We need to just be patient. We need to gather his grapes right now. Okay? Be patient. Know that at every stage of the game from here on out, you need to behave like every day is the last day before the tribulation. And those of you who are not gathered together, you need to know that every day you're going to face these miracles, these wonders, and you're going to have two witnesses to support you. But you need to know you will be tempted. And if your name isn't written down in the book of the Lamb from before the foundation of the world, before the catapult, before the throwing down, you could be in serious trouble because you've always, denied Christ in a conversation or at a party or any opportunity, and so it'll come easy then. It'll come real easy then. So, and here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus, okay? Know this. I don't care what anybody says. You can't change this. Keep the commandments of God. Honor the Sabbath. Keep it holy. I don't care if you go to church on Sunday. You better honor the Sabbath. And to know what the Sabbath is, ask a Jew. Ask a Messianic Jew. They'll tell you when the Sabbath is. Ask a Mexican. When you say, ¿Qué es Sabbath? He'll think you said Sábado. He'll tell you Saturday. Okay? And it's all there. And I heard a voice from heaven saying, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. So this is in the tribulation now. Whoever dies after that point, blessed are they who die in the Lord. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. If you go down and you're screaming in the tribulation, this is God, only God could save you, and you're going to everybody while they're all crazy going, listen, I was trying to tell you, this is God. You need to be willing to not go with them. You cannot take that mark. You cannot be willing to ascend to a higher plane of consciousness like they're asking you to, because that's the mark. And once you take it, preparing to ascend, and it's going to be back like the Indian Egyptian days when they marked you here or they marked you here. Because either you're going to be royalty like Oprah, or you're going to be a slave like some millionaire who ain't got nothing compared to their billions, okay? You'll be reduced to slaves, okay? And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. One sat like unto the Son of Man. Okay? This is an angel. Or it's Jesus, who knows? And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, and the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel. So who is that? Is Michael coming to collect his children of Israel? Because he's the God over them? Okay? We need to understand that this is deep. It ain't just saying Jesus. We got to sort of figure out what's going on. But the bottom line is you want to be reaped. You want to go to your death and be collected. Okay? So, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar which had the power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. Okay? And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So basically, the clusters of the vine, once we're all collected, all the Christians, all the true believers, all the Jews who believe in God, who understand at this point, okay? And it's over. Alright? Then I saw another sign in heaven. This is 15. Great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of God. So once we're off the planet, once all of his children are off the planet, then here we go. Alright? Destruction, what does it say? As was never seen before and never will be again. Matthew 24. Okay, it says, pray your flight without in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Okay? So, I'm just trying to run through this stuff right now because I believe we don't have little time, and I'm just trying to prepare you. You know, devil's no joke, man. Look what he did. That he put church on Sunday so that we could go out and party on Saturday night and dishonor the Sabbath and have sex and do drugs and not worry about God, and then on Sunday ask for forgiveness. See that joke? See that scam right there? Saturday night, okay? Saturday night's the night I like. Get a little action in, okay? Look what's going on, people. We got to wake up. You got to get in the narrow way now. If you ever thought you loved Jesus, you got to get in the narrow way now. How hard is it? It's really easy if you have reverence and respect for the words we just read. This is real, okay? This is real to you at that point. And once this is real to you, you will either be beheaded for him, or you will straighten up in these next few days, weeks, however many we have. Just think about this. If you were Barack Obama, and you had legislation that allowed you to be king before the November election, would you try to run for election, or would you try to go to war? Just answer yourself that. And then you got to know how real this is, because the world looking exactly how God said it would look, okay? So I love you guys. I know we just ran through that, but that was just a guide. You know, that was just me in the spirit, just trying to communicate as much as I could out of those ideas, okay? So anything you could do to go back through all those verses and let them speak to you. Let the Spirit teach you. Let the Spirit open your eyes to what the words are talking about for yourself. I'm just a guide. I'm just a teacher. I don't have any visions. I didn't have any dreams about this. God isn't telling me anything about this. I'm just a mild-mannered reporter ready to go in my phone booth when God says it's time, okay? God bless you all in the name of the Father, the Son, Yehoshua, and the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Amen.